Well, greetings everyone. Today I have as my guest a friend of mine. We've been friends for about 40 years.
Somewhere thereabout.
You've turned gray on
Yeah,
us.
I've turned gray. Good fault.
Mr. George Hoggard. George told me many years ago, he says his ministry was to take the pastor fishing.
Yep.
And I tell you what, we've had a lot of fun times with those ministries, haven't we?
We have.
But that's not his real ministry. His real ministry for many years was working with children. He and his wife worked with children for around 50 years. And, you know, George, I just want you to tell me a little bit about how you got started. How old were you when you first started working with kids?
Somewhere around 22, 23, I think.
About 22?
Yeah.
And you really got started not long after you gave your heart to the Lord. Is your family a minister's family or anything? I mean,
No, nothing. I got some uncles.
you got some uncles.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as your immediate family, none of them were ministers.
No,
So how did you get started with children?
well, I don't know. I just followed my wife, basically.
You followed your wife.
Yeah.
She led you.
She led me into working with the children.
Okay, working with children. And y'all kind of partnered this together. You were kind of behind the scenes a bit, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. I tried to stay behind the scenes, but sometimes I had to get out front. But I stayed more.
So what was your main ministry though?
Well, I was more or less doing the puppets. I do the puppets.
The puppets, and the kids loved him. I mean, there was one of the favorite puppets, I think. What was he? A spider, wasn't
A
it?
spider.
Tell
And his name was George.
Tell me about the spider.
Well, he had legs, you know. He was a big old black spider, black. And the youngins, I'd try to get the youngins up there to pull his legs out, pull them over the curtain, you know. And I always said, if you pull my legs, I'm gonna bite you. And they always was afraid, even the adults, when they pulled them legs and I'd snap at them, they'd scream and holler.
What was that favorite saying? Give it to us. Don't pull my legs.
Don't you pull my legs.
Don't pull my legs. Well, listen, you know, I think you're a prime example of someone that through the years has been faithful to God, even in not being seen out front necessarily. And I want to say to you, my friends, that all God is looking for is a volunteer to be faithful to Him. And many kids and lives were changed through the ministry of George and his wife. And I encourage you to do the same. Give God your whole heart. God bless you. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.